I personally think that's stupid, but
UAV overhead. Confirming next hard point. Stand by.
like you're trying to spin that whole damn thing. How'd you just die?
Hard point relocated. Secure.
So far, I've really enjoyed my time over on Modern Warfare 2. However, there's a few things about the game that are just keeping it from being great. Like, I think the game is good currently. It easily could reach that next tier though, but unfortunately, there's just a few things holding this game back. One of them being, for some reason, when I'm playing this game, I just feel like everyone on the map knows exactly where I am. You see, here's my issue with this game, alright? There's several things that contribute to you being located by your enemies. One of them being your footsteps. You could have been running on a surface, like wood that's really loud for everyone to hear nearby. You also could have been spotted on an enemy UAV or a portable radar. They both tell the enemy exactly where you're located. And here's the bad part to those things, okay? Here's what really grinds my gears about this game, is that there's no counters. There is nothing you can do to stop from being found by these people. What are you gonna do? Put on Ghost? Oh wait, you have to wait until the game's almost done and you have 30 kills before you can put Ghost on. That's right. This is what really sucks. You could join a game and be 3-0, right? You've killed 3 enemies, you haven't died yet, but your teammates, on the other hand, maybe they've died a lot of times, and the enemy now has a UAV up in the air 30 seconds into this game. What are you gonna do? I mean, honestly, the only thing you can do in this situation is back out and try again in another lobby. It just doesn't make sense, dude, because Infinity Ward wanted to remove the red dots from the radar. That way you're not penalized for using your weapon. And they also didn't want people to just chase red dots. They wanted the level of play to be at a higher level than that. Fine, be that way. But I've yet to hear anything about chasing red dots whenever there's a UAV up in the air and you literally cannot put on Ghost. There's no way to counter this UAV. I mean, I guess the one counter would be pull out a rocket launcher and shoot it down. But what if you're like in the midst of a battle and you don't have a launcher on you? Plus, if you're on a streak and you try and pull out a launcher, look up in the, you're gonna get shot, right? That streak is done at that point. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a viable option for countering a UAV, Either way, it just doesn't make sense to me. You want to get red dots off the radar, but then you want them to be there when people call in a UAV. It's counterintuitive in my opinion, and I think it sucks. Okay? I know Infinity Ward is not very good at taking feedback, but this would be one time it might be a good idea to take some feedback, Now, as for your footsteps and countering this, well, the one thing we had to counter loud footsteps is now pretty much been removed. I'm of course talking about Dead Silence. Now here's the thing about Dead Silence, alright? In Modern Warfare 2019, it was fine, in my opinion. It was a field upgrade. Not great. I would much rather have a perk, but you know what? I'll take what I can get. At least it's in the game, you know what I'm saying? But now when you activate Dead Silence in Modern Warfare 2, you alert everyone within like a 30-foot radius that, hey guys, I'm about to go quiet, but I'm still here, by the way. So just so you know, I am going to be in this vicinity, but I'm just going to be quietly walking around here. So like, it's counterintuitive. Again, it defeats the purpose of having Dead Silence. If you could just push the button and activate it and go run and do what you need to do, great. I have no problems. But the way they designed it in this game, it just doesn't make sense. Like, no one asked for this stuff, dude. So when you have a bunch of problems in a video game and there's no counter to them, what does it create? Frustration. I cannot even begin to describe to you guys the amount of times where I'll have someone just sitting there waiting to shoot me in the back as I run by, or, I'll watch these kill cams and the enemy will like approach the door and then hear me coming and stand off to the side, wait for me to run out of the door and shoot me in the back. I can't tell you how many times that happens a freaking game. I just feel like I die so many times in this game because the enemy knows where I'm at and I have literally no idea where they are. And there's way more factors that add to that as well. I only listed a few of them, but like these guys, they could be in parties using callouts together. They can ping you in the game now, which I don't know why we're introducing that to 6v6. Like Warzone, I get it. It's a big map. It makes sense, but 6v6, dude, why? Why are we introducing this? Again, it all goes back to this game could be great, and I still think one day it will be, but at the moment, it's got a lot of flaws, it's got a lot of issues, it's still good and it's fun, but only for so long. How many times can you die to someone just knowing exactly where you're at and not be frustrated and just exit out of the game, you know? And the one that really gets me is footstep audio, because personally, like, I don't think footsteps are that loud in this game anymore. In the beta, I could hear people clear as day. I could tell you pretty much where they were on the map, and I did not need to see them at all. But now, after they launched the full game, you know, I don't really hear footsteps that well. I don't know if it's just my settings, maybe it's a PC audio thing. I have seen something about that on Twitter. Or maybe it's because these guys are playing with their headsets cranked like all the way up, and, you know, I'm just here chilling, listening to music, playing Call of Duty. So I don't know, man. It's just really frustrating whenever you feel like you are dying over and over and over again to people that just know exactly where you're at all the time. I will say my playstyle has always been a little bit more on the stealthy side. I want to rotate on the edges of the map, try and shoot enemies in the back, and seems like that playstyle has kind of been eliminated from this game. So that really sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys run into this issue? Do you feel the same way, or am I just a crazy lunatic out here, you know, by myself? But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're new, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Later.